Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week at Killens Pond State Park for a lesson on beavers.
We'll check in with the Wicomico Yacht Club to see how they're helping local waterways.
We'll attend an outdoor classroom at Redden State Forest with Delaware Forest Service.
And we'll get you ready for a summertime tradition in Sharptown.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
We have some pretty great wildlife here on the peninsula.
And we attended a class where we got to learn a little bit more about nature's carpenter.
Alright, so my name is Connor. I am one of the naturalists here. Right, so we're going to talk about beavers. Do you guys know anything about beavers?
Make a dam.
They make a dam, yes. Do you guys think you can build a dam? So what I have here is I have Legos and Lincoln logs. I want to see if you guys can build a beaver dam. So a beaver is a type of rodent. It's actually the biggest rodent we have in North America. Another reason why it's really cool is they have all these adaptations that help them live their lifestyle. When you guys get cold, what are some things you do? You put on some clothes, more clothes? This actually reminds me, I am a little cold right now. I'm gonna put this on. Right, so, I'm nice and warm, right? Because I'm wearing my nice hoodie. Beavers right here, they've got their fur on them, keeps them warm. When you're on a canoe or kayak, what do you use this for? To move, right? So it's like a steering wheel, right? So the beaver's tail is just like his steering wheel, right? All right, what do you guys notice about his face? Anything stand out?
Sharp teeth.
He has sharp teeth, right? Because remember at the beginning, I told you that front teeth never stop growing, right? Yeah, I transformed into a beaver, I know. It's fantastic. Right, so the front teeth never stop growing. So look at all the stuff I had to put on or grab to become a beaver, right? And beavers have all this stuff already built in. That's pretty cool, right? All right, you know what's another thing cool about beavers? Not just all the adaptations they have. You know beavers have a job? Beavers are what we call ecosystem engineers, because they build something to help things in general. So they build these dams. When beavers build dams, they build them on the, like a river or a lake. And what it does, it makes that flood. And if it's in a place by a farm or where they're making developments or roads, it could flood that as well. However, if it's in the right spot, like out in nature, it makes a new pond. Right, so it floods, it still floods, but it makes a new pond. And in that new pond, there can be fish, there can be birds, there can be all that other animal stuff, also using the pond for a new home.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
The waterways of Delmarva hold an incredible amount of life, and it's a delicate balance to be sure.
But there are some non-native fish in our rivers that are disrupting that balance, and the Wicomico Yacht Club is doing something about it.
Usually when I'm here, we're getting ready for a boat parade. But today, we are trying to do something that's vital and crucial to our waterways. Tell us all about it.
So today we are hosting our second annual invasive species fishing tournament here at the Wicomico Yacht Club. We are fishing for catfish, blue catfish, and northern snakehead. These invasive species eat our native species here and have had a big impact on our crab population, oyster population, rockfish population.
Yeah, those blue cats, they'll eat anything.
They sure will. So we have a couple different categories that we're going for today. We're giving prizes for the heaviest of each of those species, the blue catfish and the northern snakehead. We're also giving prizes for the most of each of those species that are brought to the scales. So last year we had 73 anglers, which was awesome. It was our first year doing this. And we brought to the scales 342 fish. 342 of those invasive species out of our waters. We know that more fish than that were taken out of the waters, but not everybody came back to the scales. So this year we're hoping to build upon that. I want to get 400 plus fish out of these waters today.
3.65.
Not that anglers need a reason to go fishing, especially on a nice day like today, but this is something that's near and dear to every angler's heart, anybody that's on the water, because we want to make sure that our native species are thriving. And so this is a really good thing, but you know, this brings the community together and it kind of gives a little bit of exposure to the yacht club.
Absolutely, we're a private club. A lot of folks around here haven't even stepped foot on our property. So we're opening it up today. And if you're not an angler, you can still come down and watch the scales. It's a lot of fun when you see people bringing fish in. We also have lots of door prizes that have been donated by a lot of our community partners. We actually have a grand prize that is made possible by Delegate Barry Beecham, our first place winner from last year, and the Redmen's Tony Tank Tribe number 149. And that grand prize goes to the heaviest overall fish, and that is $1,000.
Wow. That's a pretty good payday when you just come out here and try to do some fishing.
It's awesome, and it's just so great to have folks in our community that want to support things like an invasive species fishing tournament.
Well, we certainly hope that the anglers are successful. And for those that want to join next year, how do they do that?
So this year and last year, we have done this on the Maryland's Free Fishing Day, which is an incentive because maybe you're not that into fishing. You don't have to have a license to fish today in the state of Maryland. And we are in just Maryland waters, the Wicomico River and its tributaries. So next year, we're hoping to have it this same free fishing weekend. There will be things online. We have an Eventbrite page where you can sign up online. The main night to sign up for this tournament is the Friday night before, and registration is held right down here at the beautiful Wicomico Yacht Club. And you can sign up, get into Calcuttas, get raffle tickets. You could get an application to join the club if you'd like. And we definitely encourage that. And you know, we like to invite families down to get in on the fun and see what we're all about down here at the Yacht Club.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Last week, we saw Scorchy Taws attend a Young of the Year striped bass survey.
But that was only part one. So here's part two of that survey in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Bayside Jet Drive in Berlin, Maryland. Your next adventure awaits at Bayside Jet Drive, one tide at a time.
We met members of the Maryland Department of Natural Resources survey team at the Vienna launching ramp on Monday. The sun had already risen above the Vienna Bridge when we headed upstream in the Nanticoke River. Our destination was a strip of sandy beach about 1/2 mile below the Sharptown Bridge, one of 6 sites that is surveyed annually in the Nanticoke. Steve Early, project head, explained to us that these same 6 sites, as well as sites in the Choptank, Potomac, and head of the bay, are seen 3 times during the months of July and August. The aggregate results of these surveys are the determining factor in the success or failure of the spring striper spawn. Results that will be made public in September. Ideally in the Nanticoke, 6.5 baby stripers per haul would be average, meaning a total of 234 babies into 36 overall seinings. The DNR is looking for a 3-year average of 8.0 baby stripers per seine bay-wide before even considering lifting the rockfish ban. During 1982, when the last dominant year class was 8.4, the Nanticoke averaged 6.2. In 1970, the greatest dominant year class in record history at 30.4, the Nanticoke averaged 17.1. We'd like to tell you that the 1988 rockfish spawning survey got off to a rousing start. It did not. There were baby hog chokers, minnows, and a very good haul of baby white perch, but only a single baby rockfish in the combined 2 hauls. 1 down and 130 more survey seinings to go. Let's hope the old adage a bad beginning means a good ending holds true as far as the 1988 Merlin Rockfish Juvenile Index Survey is concerned.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is sponsored by Bayside Jet Drive. Online at BaysideJetDrive.com.
We're going to take a look at your latest photos right now.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
E.J. Milholland of Cordova caught this big red off Hooper's Island. And my, what a whopper.
Mason Morris is showing us how it's done by reeling in this huge largemouth from the waters of Genosic Park in Laurel. Jason, take notes.
Mason, you'll have to teach me your ways. But this is a great photo of Nathaniel Tyler, who is overcoming his fear of boats after falling overboard at a young age. And after reeling in this little guy, it might just be the biggest catch of his life. And we wish him continued success on his journey.
And Tom Williams of Millsboro sent us this perfect sunrise from 5 miles off the coast of Ocean City.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Still to come on Outdoors Delmarva.
For us, it's a supplement from the county and state funding. So I don't know if anyone knows how much a fire truck is, but right now you're looking at about $1.1 million for a fire truck. And so we have to offset the funding somehow, and we spend 21 nights out here trying to offset that. We have a great group of members and different community organizations that, in my opinion, make this the best place around.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We are pleased to welcome Delaware Forest Service to the Outdoors Delmarva family of sponsors.
We were honored to be invited to their Trees Give, We Grow event at Redden State Forest, where there was a celebrity sighting as well as a fun day of education. This is such a beautiful area of the state of Delaware that I don't know if a lot of people know about or really come to, and you're trying to change all that.
Yeah, so Redden State Forest is definitely a pretty underutilized resource here in Delaware, and we have some neat things, and this was a good opportunity to open up our education center to the public for the day and do some other education on forestry and forest stewardship stuff.
And what is today all about?
Today is all about appreciation for trees and forests and the things that they provide for us. So we have a bunch of different activities going on. We have a tree ID trail that we're hoping most folks will partake in. We're building bluebird boxes that are made with cypress that was sourced here in Delaware and milled here in Delaware. We have a few other crafts for kids, such as build a caterpillar, pine cone bird feeders. We're also giving away free tree seedlings that are left over from our annual planting program that we literally wrapped up yesterday, and a few other things to learn about and discover inside the Education Center.
You've got the next generation out here, learning about these things, and I would imagine that Delaware Forest Service has some more opportunities for the public to get out and get educated on these.
Yeah, so our forests are open 365 days a year, sunrise to sunset, free of charge, no admissions, no nothing, but we are primitive. We do have primitive camping at the forest, that is for a fee, and we do other events throughout the year. Smokey Bear visits quite a few first graders, and we do that program. We have an Arbor Day poster contest for youth. We have a whole, in our urban and community forestry program does a lot of events. Stewardship, we don't do as much. This is kind of our first big one, but we do try to host a few, field tours every year, things along that line.
What's the one thing that you would like to impart on the next generation when it comes to forest stewardship?
So forest stewardship is a good thing. Harvesting trees is not a bad thing. Trees provide us with timber products such as the lumber we're using to make bird boxes, toilet paper. A big thing that's made from trees here locally is Reese's Cup wrappers and playing cards and things along those lines. But also by managing trees and harvesting trees, we also do things like improve wildlife habitat and stuff like that, and then we improve air quality with younger growing trees. So it really just benefits the greater world as a good by practicing good forest stewardship.
There's so much that you guys do for Delaware's forests and for Delaware's tree population. How do you elevator pitch that to somebody, who has an attention span of that long?
Trees are important in all phases of their life cycle, and utilizing trees in a positive way has so many benefits for everybody. And a big thing of what we do here is we have been creating a lot of new forests this year from scratch. We just finished planting about 176 brand new acres of forest this year, literally yesterday. Trees are great, from seedlings all the way up to mature trees that are going to become, a piece of timber to build a home or whatever.
Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Now, you know that our Did You Know portion of the show is sponsored by North Bay Marina, but did you know that the Sharptown Volunteer Fire Department is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year?
Did you know that the very first Sharptown Carnival was held in October of 1926?
And did you know that even though funnel cakes weren't introduced to Americans until 1947, they have a history dating back to 1390?
Well, now you do. And here are a few more things you might want to know. We're here at the Sharptown Carnival grounds, and it's almost time for the carnival to get started. John, you guys are celebrating 100 years.
We are. It's not necessarily 100 years of the carnival, but it's 100 years of the fire department. For the families, it's exciting for them to have a night out. For us, it's a supplement from the county and state funding. So I don't know if anyone knows how much a fire truck is, but right now you're looking at about $1.1 million for a fire truck.
Wow, that's crazy.
So we have to offset the funding somehow, and we spend 21 nights out here trying to offset that. We have a great group of members and different community organizations that, in my opinion, make this the best place around.
And this is 6 nights a week.
Yes.
That's a lot of commitment.
We're only on fun Sundays.
Only on fun Sundays. And it starts July 30th.
July 30th through August 22nd. And we're here we open at 7. We don't announce a closing time. We go off the crowd. It's free to come have a good night. The wristbands on Monday night are $12, and Tuesday through Saturday are $14.
Now, for those that have never been before, what should they expect from the carnival?
A fun time, a clean atmosphere, family atmosphere. We put a lot of blood and sweat into this place to make it the best that it can be. And we just want everybody to come enjoy and have fun.
Speaking of celebrating 100 years, you guys do have a parade coming up on August 1st.
Correct. The first Saturday night, we will be doing a parade before the carnival, which starts at 4 o'clock. The parade's going to end here at the carnival. The carnival's going to open a little bit early. And then after, we're going to do fireworks.
That's going to do it for us this week. Thanks so much for tuning in.
We hope to see you at the Sharptown Carnival, and of course, we hope to see you right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
You've been watching Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, which is proudly presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Bell Creek Equipment. For farm, home, or fun, Bell Creek is #1. By Rudy Marine, where family boating begins. By Larry's Trading Post, located in West Ocean City with over 2,000 guns in stock. By Bayside Jet Drive, your new adventure awaits at Bayside Jet Drive, one tide at a time. And by Delaware Forest Service, conserving, protecting, and enhancing Delaware's forests since 1927.